Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Albert Build. Today I'll be showing you some steps in building an Arduino Uno Rev3. So first of all, you go to File Project, you create a folder for your project. So let's take the project to be Rev3. Let's say project name is Rev3. After you're done creating the folder for the project, it will be shown here. So you first go to the schematic. Here is the work area you'll be doing your schematics, and also you have to go to your page settings, and that's revision 1, and the size of your sheet. You can use any size of the sheet, but since the Arduino Uno is a huge schematic, you have to take a huge sheet for your work, or a size for your work. So I'll take A2. Then the title, I can choose to take Arduino. So let's say Arduino. And the company name, let's take Albert Build. Good. Then you click OK. So as you can see, the sheet is big now, and you can see here the table have your name boldly written here. And the Arduino, that's the company name, and the title is Arduino, and the date. Everything is intact. Okay, good. So first of all, you start to pick your component. You can either use the shortcut to take the components, or you can go at my right corner here, then pick the components from there. So we are taking capacitor. So let's take our capacitor. Any component that you take, you have to take a footprint for your work. So after, let's say I want to use, you can choose to use SMD, or THT, any one you like to use. You can choose to use the SMD or the THT, but for me, I'll take the SMD metric. So this is the SMD metric. Right there. Okay, there you start to pick the other components to as such. Okay, so when you are done joining the wires, you have to annotate the components. So you go to annotate components, then you annotate all the components. Now you're done with annotating the components, then you go to ERC, that's the electrical rulers checker. Then you run the schematic. So after you're done running the schematic, it will show that you don't have any errors. It will show that you have errors, no errors. But since our schematic has no errors, we move to our board. Then we move to our board. So we move to our PC board. We move to our PCB board. This is where we update our components. Then we go to update PCB board. Then we update the components or the schematic that we did earlier. It will shown here. Then that's where you arrange everything on the board to look nicely. So from there, then we move to our 3D print. So after you're done arranging the components this way, after you're done arranging the components, you can choose to add your name to the board. So here's my name, Albert. You can choose to add your name to the board as Albert, and you move to files. Then you go to fabrication output. So you generate your debug files as well. You go to debug files, then you go to generate draw files. After you're done generating, good, then you close, then you go to plot. When you're done plotting, then you close. From there, let's move to our routing. So to do the routing, you have to go here, then you go to route single track, then you route every track or every component you see here. So let's take for this, for instance, this one, then you route nicely. Good. When you are done, this is our 3D. This is our 3D view, nicely built. So this Arduino Uno Rev3. Alright. So thank you everyone for staying with us. Like and subscribe and share. Bye.